All right, photo staffers, back in Photoshop for your third lesson today. I think you'll really enjoy. A lot easier than the last one, plus a lot more fun. So first off, make sure your layers panel is open. If it's not, remember you'll go up to Window, Layers, and now we're going to open our file. We're going to go to File, Open. Going back to Courses, we should be getting used to this by now. Double click on Art, Yearbook Lessons, and we want to open up the file called Photo Filter Presets. We need to save this, File, Save As, because right now this is mine. We're saving a copy, save on your computer. You need to go to your yearbook folder, Edits, and we're just going to leave it Photo Filter Presets and hit Save. And click OK. All right, so color balance. We're still going to do all of these as adjustment layers. We're still going to build on what we learn, but we're just getting a little bit more creative. So what a photo filter preset is it is a color cast meant to create a specific mood, okay? So with our layers panel open, we're going to start by just going to our image adjustments at the bottom. We're going to first do this by ourselves. We're not going to do it as a preset. We're going to do this manually. So we're going to go back to color balance. I'm going to show you a couple different ones today. And I can artificially change the colors. Like let's say I want it to be a little bit more romantic or shocking. Okay, I can do it this way. So I can artificially make it look fake. I can also make it so it's a little less severe, because right now that's pretty severe what I have. Okay, so if you haven't put on a weird color cast, again, it doesn't matter, mine's kind of pink, you can do whatever you want. We're going to make it a little bit more subtle. We're going to do that by taking the opacity of this layer down. So with your color balance layer active, it means it's just grayed out. I've clicked on it. I'm going to click on the drop down for the opacity, and I'm going to just pull it to the left a little bit. And notice that what it does is it softens that effect, so it's not quite so severe. All right, so stop the video, do that now. All right, so that's a manual color cast. But Photoshop has made it easy for us because they have a lot of saved preset colors. They're still down here under your image adjustment layer. We're going to click on this. But instead we're going to go to, there's two different places we're going to do. The first one today we're going to do is photo filter. So click on your photo filter. We're going to turn off our first color balance one. Okay, just turn that off so we're back to normal, right? In your photo filters, if you click the drop down, notice that you have different options. You have 3 different warming, you have 3 different cooling, you have red, orange, all of these other ones. We're just going to click on the second warming filter. And I want you to watch what happens when I take that density up. Notice it just gives it a little bit warmer preset. It just warms it up. So if you have an image that's a little cool, you want to maybe make it look a little bit more approachable, a little bit soft, a little bit more feminine, you can increase your warming filters. You can also try different ones if you want to. So if you want to put on the second or third, you can. Just notice it's a slightly different color. So the first warming filter is kind of an orangey color, the second one is a brighter orange, and then the third one is kind of this yellowy color. You can also do the cooling. So your cooling, it's going to do what it sounds like. It's going to basically tint it with a blue shade. But we're going to leave it on one of the warming filters. You pick which one you like. You can dial it in. You can be really crazy or just dial it back just a little bit, however you want, and then you're just going to close that. So that's the first one. That's photo filters. I use the photo filters when I just know that I want to make the image overall more warm or cool. All right. The next step, we're going to turn that off again because we're going to try some different ones. Next up, we're going to go to the color lookup. Color lookup is the one that is going to blow your guys' mind. We've done color balance, which is the manual way. We did photo filter, which is real basic, either warm or cool. Color lookup is going to give you more artistic presets, and it's up here in the first drop down. When you click on it, you're going to see a lot of other things, and you'll see that presets are more descriptive. So like fall color, foggy night, futuristic, horror blue. A lot of times video editors will use these, okay, because it's kind of giving them the feel that they want for their video. So you can click on any one you want. I'm going to go to film stock. I kind of like film stock. It's kind of a weird one. And it will do these same things. It's going to change your presets. So that's your film stock. You can always change it. I've decided I don't want film stock. Let's try the horror blue. Or let's try the soft warming. Or edgy amber. So go ahead and apply one of those effects. The problem with this, unlike the photo filter, you can't really dial it down in here. So what is one option to dial it down, maybe make this less severe? If you said change your opacity, you are correct. So that's a way you can kind of soften that effect, is to just take that opacity down. All right. Let's turn that one off. Now you can turn them on and off, see which one you like better. We're going to decide that we like our color lookup one better. So to get rid of these, we can do one or two things. You can just turn the eyeball off because it's not going to be visible, and if we export it, they will disappear. But if they really bother me, I can always drag them down to the garbage and delete those. Okay? So make sure that your color lookup is on. You can either delete or keep the other ones in there, and we're just going to file save as, save on your computer. Notice it's changing it to a Photoshop. Leave it at photo filter presets and click save. Click OK. If you want to crop it, you can crop it. And then the last thing we have to do is you have to export it as a JPEG. So export as. Hopefully this is starting to become second nature already. JPEG, set it to high, hit export. Leave the same title in there. It's going to save over the original. Yep, we want to save over our original saved one. And that's it. So that is your ColorCast photo filter preset lesson. Have some fun. You can either go on to the next one, which are your spot tools. So I'm going to teach you how to fix tone, color, and what's called sharpening detail in just specific areas without using the mask. Good job.